I want to say, first of all, hello to everyone. Congratulations on making it to the final 8. You're all amazing, and we're tremendously proud of you. Even the first person that might get knocked out today, they're still going to be 8th in the world. So that's an incredible accomplishment, and congratulations. And we've got people from all over the world. Daniel, who's been running the event, is here from Mexico. Hi, Daniel, if you want to wave.
Yeah.
Kaide.
Morning, everybody.
Hey, good morning in Mexico. Kaide, it's already quite late at night in Tokyo. So hi, Kaide. And we've also got Andre in Belgrade. Hi, Andre. Gonna wave.
Hello.
We've also got Kalayan in Sofia in Bulgaria. If you want to wave to the camera. Yeah, there we go. Cool.
See you.
And then we've got Aryan Shukla in India.
Hello.
Hi, Aryan.
Hello, everybody.
Aryan Gupta. Hello. Also in India, Abhilashka, Radhika in India, and Vandan in India.
Hello.
And quite amazing, actually. I want to say we've got 4 people from India all in the same math school, which is pretty amazing. And then another competitor, Aryan Shukla. So India is very well represented, but yeah, very international. So congratulations on making it to the final. And I'm here from London. My name is Eitan Ilfeld, and it's a pleasure to help organize this incredible World Championship. So once again, congratulations for making it to the final 8. And I'll give the floor to Daniel to explain.
Cool, thank you. So you've all been in the semi-final, and the way the competition is going to work is quite similar to that. So I'm mainly going to explain the differences that we will have in the final. So for the first 8 questions, you get 20 seconds to answer. You can use up all of the time. It doesn't matter who's the first to answer. You get the points if you give the correct answer in the time. The next 10 questions are going to be more difficult, and you will be given 60 seconds to answer the question. But if you are one of the fastest people to give a correct answer, then you get bonus points. So the fastest person will get 14 points. The second fastest person will get 12, 11, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. For the last questions, at this point here, before question 19, we will eliminate anybody who is not in the top 3 or is not within 30 points of the top 3. And this is because the questions here are going to be done more as a race, where the first person, this is the fastest person to answer the question, only they will get the points. The second fastest person will get half the points. Notice that these are all even numbers. So for this question, if you're the second fastest, you get 7 points, half of 14. If you're the third fastest or the fourth fastest, it doesn't matter whether your answer was correct, you are not getting any points. Question 21 and question 22, these have special rules. These are the surprises, and I will explain the rules for questions 21 and 22 when we get to those questions. I don't explain them now. The maximum points available is going to be 340, actually, because of the bonuses. And it's unlikely that we get 2 people on the same score. If we do have 2 people on the same score, then the person who wins is the person with the highest score on the semi-final. So I think this is not going to be an issue, but if 2 people finish with the same score, then the person who has the highest place in terms of the medal, that will be selected from the semi-final. But I think everyone will have different points, just like for the semi-final with 20 competitors with a maximum score of 150, everybody had a different score. So this is the main structure of the competition. Otherwise, everything is the same as for the semi-final, that you should give your answer in the private chat, not to Andrea because she's not here, but today it's to Eitan. And Eitan will be receiving the answers and marking the answers with my help if necessary. And yeah, I think that's everything I need to say about the structure of the semi-final, sorry, of the final. Does anybody have any important questions to this stage? Then maybe it's time to start the competition. So Ethan, if everything is okay on your sides, then okay, the first question is a calendar dates question worth 4 points. There will be a date on the screen and you must give the answer in English or Bulgarian or Serbian or something that we understand, but do not give the answer as a number. It needs to be written as words. Anybody have any question? Okay, your time for this question, or you have 20 seconds. For these questions, you have 20 seconds. Your time starts in 4 seconds. Time is up.
Okay.
So the correct answer
So-
here, and it was leap year, was on Monday.
Yeah, so I can confirm in the order that they came in. Aryan Shukla, correct. Andre, correct. Hold on. So BGS, just to make sure, who is BGS?
That's Kaloyan.
It's Kaloyan.
If
Got it,
possible,
got it.
Kaloyan, can you change your name to Kaloyan? It just makes it easier for Etan.
Yeah.
If you can change your name to Kaloyan.
Yes, please change the name to Kaloyan. In the meantime, I can confirm, everybody got it correct. Aryan Gupta got it correct. Radhika got it correct. Abhilashka got it correct. Vanden got it correct. And Kaidig was correct. So everybody was correct, and they all did it within the 20 seconds that were allotted. So congratulations to everyone on a perfect first round.
Cool, good job. Strong starts. All
First
right. Next question is going to be mixed operations. So it should be obvious what to do. I forget what the question is, but it will be something straightforward. Your time starts in 4 seconds. And your time is up.
Okay, so I'm going to go through as they came in. Aryan Shukla, 3496, correct. Kalian, correct. And Kaide, correct. Andre, correct. Abhilashka, correct. Then Aryan Gupta was correct, and Vanden was correct. Sorry, no. Aryan Gupta was correct. Vanden was off at 3344. So Vanden was not correct. And Radhika was correct. But everybody answered in the right time, so only one person was slightly off.
Aryan, I didn't get points for Aryan Shukla. Does he?
Aryan
correct?
Shukla was correct. He was in fact the first one to answer.
Okay, very good. All right, let's go on to question 3. This question is going to be multiplication. So quite straightforward. Your time will start in 3 seconds. Time is up.
Okay.
Correct answer here is 338, 336.
Cool. So I'm happy to report, first of all, the first answer came in from Andre. No, sorry, not. Yes, hold on. When you change, let me just look. Sorry, the chat. When I keep changing from showing the screen,
Maybe it's a
it
chat
keeps changing my chat window. So we can just leave it, and I can then see that. But yeah, be consistent. So basically, Andre said 338, 336 first, and then he was followed by Aryan Shukla, and by Kaide, also correct, and then by Abhilashka, also correct, and then Radhika, also correct, and then Aryan Gupta, also correct, and then Van Dan, also correct. So I think
I didn't hear Kalayan.
I don't think I did not get anything from Kalayan.
Okay. All right, so those are the correct answers.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. So let's move on to the. Also, for those of you who made a small mistake at the beginning, the later questions are worth much more points. So don't be too worried. The next question is an exact square root. I think you all know this, but just to repeat, the answer is going to be an integer. The answer is guaranteed to be an integer, whole number. Your time starts in 3 seconds. Good luck. The time is up.
Okay.
Correct answer here is 7,746. 7746.
All right, well, let me go through the answers as they came in. So the first answer, once again, Daniel, if you keep changing the window,
I have to change
I
at some
lose the
point,
chat.
but okay.
maybe let me put in the score and then you you can, yeah, whichever way you want to do it, but
if I change faster, then
okay. All right, so I will go, let me find the chat window here. And basically the first person to answer was Kalayan, who answered with 7746. And then Aryan answered correctly afterwards, and then Andre answered correctly afterwards.
Which
Shukla.
Aryan?
Shukla was the first, Aryan Shukla. And then Aryan Gupta after Andre. And then Abhilashka after that. And then Kaide had an error. So it was a little bit off. And then Van Dan answered correctly. And then Radhika answered correctly. And that was that.
Okay. And from Andre?
So I think I already mentioned Andre was, hold on, let me just see. Andre answered correctly.
Okay, yeah.
And he was quite fast as well. He was the third to answer.
I saw Andre at 9 seconds, 9 seconds to answer. So amazing times there for the 4-digit exact root. Okay, so after, those are the scores after the first 4 questions. Maximum possible score at the moment is 22. For the whole competition, it will be 340. So quite a way to go. Next question, question 5. This will be, what's this going to be? Fraction subtraction. So I'm sure everybody knows the rules. but you will be given two fractions, you subtract them from each other, and the answer, you need to give it as a mixed number in its simplified form. Make sure that the answer is simplified fully. If it's the correct number but not simplified, you know you don't get the points. Any questions before we continue? I think we're ready. I'll reveal the question in 5 seconds. And time is up. The correct answer here is 7/12. The only possible correct answer is 7/12. I'll just change onto the scoreboards and then over to you, Ethan. You're currently on mute, Ethan, just to say.
Yes, thank you. So the first answer was from Kalian with 7/12, which was perfect. Andre gave a different answer, which just might not be simplified. So that was
What
incorrect.
answer did he give?
343 over 588.
243? Yeah, that's not simplified.
Yep. And then we have a similar scenario with Aryan Shukla, which was 49 over 94. So incorrect.
Yeah, so it's 49 over 84, and then with this one, it would simplify. So this is just a multiplication error. Okay.
And then Kaide was correct. And then Abhilasya Aurora was correct. And then Aryan Gupta was correct. And Van Dan was correct. And Radhika was correct.
Okay, nice. And all right. So these are the scores after the first 5 questions. Next 2 questions are also worth 8 points. And let's proceed immediately to the next question. This one is again mixed operations. So I'm not going to say anything about the question, except it will be obvious what to do. If I remember correctly, this one has a power. So when you see this symbol, it means to the power of. I think everybody knows this anyway, but just to be clear, this means to the power of. I'll reveal the question in 5 seconds. Time is up. Correct answer here is 105,300. And the shortcut for this one is that both numbers are 18 squared. It's just one of them is multiplied by 18 squared again. So if you do 18 squared plus 1, which gives you 325, you just need to multiply this by 324. That's 18 squared, and you get quite an easy multiplication. Otherwise, if you're very fast with calculating 18 to the power of 4, then you get the answer directly. How are the scores, Ethan?
Well, Kalian was first in with the correct response, 105,300, followed by Aryan Shukla, also correct, followed by Andre, also correct, followed by Abhilasya, also correct, and then Aryan Gupta was a bit off. And Radhika was correct. Van Dan was correct. And Kaide was correct.
All right, nice.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, yes.
Mine answer is wrong. You
Apologies. Blaska was wrong. Thank you, Blaska. Thank you for being
Yes.
so honest. He was 105,700. Thank you. Not,
Yeah.
I missed a
Thank
digit.
you very much, Abalachka.
Thank you. Thank you. Otherwise, we would have had to catch it later. Thank you so much for being, well, first of all, I want to say, everybody here are such, good competitors and such great integrity. So thank you. We really appreciate that. Thanks.
We had the same thing in the semi-final. We gave Radhika some points that that were incorrect, and Radhika corrected us there as well. So yeah, thank you for the honesty there. All right, so after 6 questions, these are the results. Let's move on to question 7. This one is an exact cube root. So again, like the question we had recently, the answer will be a whole number. The answer will be an integer. I'll reveal the question in 3 seconds. Time is up. So the answer here was 8,436. This was a difficult one. Difficult exact cube root with 4 digits. 8436.
Okay, well, let me go through the answers as they came in. So the first was Kalyan with 8436, followed by Aryan Shukla, also correct, followed by Ablaska, also correct, followed by Radhika, also correct, and then Andre was just off with 8406 rather than 8436, so just off.
Unlucky, unlucky.
And similarly, Aryan Gupta was also just off with 8486. So very close. And Kaide also was a bit off with 3126. And then followed by Vandam, correct, with 8436.
All right, nice. 1 question left for this section, and then we change the rules, as I already explained. Question 8 is going to be exact division. So again, you know the answer will be an integer. You know the answer will be a whole number. I reveal the question in 5 seconds. Time is up.
Okay. Very exciting.
Correct answer here is 31,552. 31552.
First, I have to say, it's so exciting to see you guys take on these really challenging questions. I have to say, it's incredible, even just to watch it right now live. I'm really enjoying it, and I'm astounded by your incredible abilities. Okay, here we go. Let me tell you guys how it went. So the first answer was Aryan Shukla with 31,552. Followed by Kalyan also with 31,552. And then Andre was just off with 31,562. So just off.
Yeah.
Followed by
Unlucky. Unlucky.
Yeah, very close. Followed by Balaska, who was correct. Followed by Kaide. who was also correct, followed by Aryan Gupta, who was also correct. And then Radhika was just off with 31,652. So very close. And then Vandan was also just off with 31,622. So those are the answers.
All right, cool. Thank you, Eten. So after the first phase of the competition, so after the first 8 questions, then the results are, and I'm going to change the order in the scoreboards so that you can see how the ranking is. So Kalayan with 49, just missing this question. Aryan Shukla and Avalaksha Aurora on 47. Radhika also just behind, and followed by Vandan, Aryan, Kaida, and Andre. I just want to say that the maximum possible score at the moment is 55. So if all of you work together, you would get a score of 55. The total score until this point here is going to be, we'll just work it out, 25, 135, 65. Yeah, it's going to be 220. So
It is
until
worth
we
noting
get
that Kaide is actually just ahead of Aryan Gupta by 1 point.
that's a good point. Clearly, I'm not the maths expert here anyway. Thank you. Yeah, so this is what am I saying? Yeah, so in terms of the number of points before the elimination points, then we are only 1/4 of the way through the questions. We are only 1/4 away through the possible points. So it's still very early stages. And yeah, Andre, I know it's frustrating that you made 2 mistakes. I'm sure you have the opportunity to get some back from there, so no worries. Yeah, really good job. These questions are at least as hard as the semi-final questions, and for all of the questions, at least half of you. So this is the results after the first phase of the competition. I remind you now, for all of the next questions, you will get 60 seconds to answer. 60 seconds. So even though the questions are much more difficult, there is less time pressure. So my advice is to make sure that you are focus on getting the correct answer within the 60 seconds. And there are some bonus points for whoever is the fastest. But for 2 and 1 point, it's not so many compared to the 10 or 15 you get for answering the question correctly. Any questions about how these questions will work? I think everything should be clear. Okay.
Good luck, everyone.
So question 9 is an inexact cube root for 10 points. Inexact cube root, so it will have a decimal. The question will tell you how many decimal places need to be in the answer. One important thing, if you give too many decimal places, we have to mark your answer as wrong. So you need to give precisely the number of decimal places asked in the question. So and I think it's 2. So you must give your answer to 2 decimal places. Any other answer will be incorrect, I'm afraid. Does anybody have any question or need translation before we start? Okay, I think we're ready. I'll reveal the question in 5 seconds. Good luck. You get 60 seconds for this. 5 seconds. Time is up. The only correct answer here is 9.26. 9.26 is the only acceptable answer. I'll change to the scoreboards. Okay, ready, Ethan.
Cool. So we said that the correct answer was 9.26, and the first person to give that answer was Aryan Shukla. And so well done on the bonus, followed by Kalayan, also correct. Followed by Abhilaska, also correct. Followed by Radhika, which was also correct. Followed by Andre, also correct. And then Aryan Gupta was just off at 9.24. So very close. And similarly, Van Daan 9.25, so very close. And Kaide also at 9.25, so close.
All right, cool, thank you. So well done. If I just make the changes, Aryan is now in first place because of the semi-final tiebreak, and Andre moves up between Kaide and Aryan. All right, good job. So with the same rules, next question is going to be prime factors. So you all know how to answer the prime factors because you did it for the semi-final, but to say again, any format for the prime factors is fine, as long as, yeah, basically any format is fine. I'll give any questions, then please ask now. Otherwise, I will reveal the answer in 5 seconds. Time is up. So this was.
I just want to say, by the way, Abhilaska, oh, he gave a response, okay, but it was after, it was still within the time because I gave it just a tad bit early when I pressed enter. But I don't think he had the right answer, so it doesn't matter. But go ahead.
Okay, so this was an incredibly difficult one. If you know Fermat factorization, then there's a shortcut. The answer is 73 and 113. So very difficult question here. I'm just sharing the scoreboard. Okay, ready.
Okay.
I'm very impressed, by the way. Anybody who gets this question right, I am very impressed. These are now incredibly hard questions.
Cool. So just to confirm, the correct answer you're saying was 73.
73 times 113.
Yes.
So anything that clearly means 73 and 113.
Yes. So the first person to answer was Van Daan and he had the correct answer.
Well done. Very
And
well done,
then,
Vandan.
And then we had an incorrect answer from Aryan Shukla, who I guess we thought he was a prime number, so just put 8249.
I would like to say, Aryan, good job. This is the correct response in this question, to guess it's a prime number and go for 84 and go for the prime number. Unfortunately, it's not correct.
Abulaska did that as well later. So it was a good shot in the dark. And Aryan Gupta was incorrect with 29,281. And Kaide was correct with 73,113.
Very good. Very good. So only 2 correct answers.
That is right.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, very challenging question there. That doesn't actually change the ranking of the scores, but makes quite a difference to the results, I think. So yeah, very good. That was a deliberately very hard question. And by the way, just in case anyone is interested, if you know that 93 squared, you maybe know is 8649. 8249 is 8649, take away 400, which is 93 squared, take away 20 squared, and that gives you 73 times 113. So if you know that trick, then you get it quickly. Otherwise, you have to be extremely fast with the trial division. I'm just interested, Vandan, when you solved this, did you do it by trial division, guesswork, or did you use the Fermat factorization?
The second method that you told right now.
The method on the screen, or just by dividing many times very quickly?
That is demonstrated on the screen.
Okay, very nice. And Kaide, what was your methods?
I did a trial division.
Trial division. You're incredibly fast with the trial division, Kaide, to get up to 73 within a minute. Very good.
Thank you.
Let's proceed then to next question, question 11. This one is going to be fraction multiplication. So just like we already had the fraction subtraction, you need to give the answer as a mixed number in its fully simplified form, as you already know. I reveal the question in 5 seconds. Good luck. Time is up. Correct answer here is 42 and 17 over 42. 14 and 17 40 seconds. Sharing the scoreboard.
Okay. So we said the correct answer was 42 and
17 over 42.
Yeah. And the first person to answer was Aryan Shukla, who got it right, followed by Kalayan, who also got it right, followed by Abulaska, who also got it right, followed by Andre, who also got it right, followed by Radhika, who also got it right, followed by Vandan, who got it right, and then Kaide was off, was a bit off, and then Aryan Gupta was correct.
All right, cool, good job. And
Excuse me, sir. Mine was
query
wrong.
from Aryan Gupta. Aryan says his answer is wrong.
Oh, sorry, Aryan's answers was wrong. Thank you, Aryan. Sorry, apologies. It was 17/62 rather than 42. Thank you.
Cool. Yeah, again, thank you, Aryan Gupta.
Took all to check later. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that. Yeah,
Thank you for the honesty. Yes.
yeah. 3 counts of honesty, all from Team Barrett there. Thank you very much. Okay, so no change in the order of the points. I think, yeah. So yeah, everyone's still with very good scores at the moment. Well done. And actually, what was I going to say? We are still less than halfway before the elimination points in terms of number of available points. Next question is nearest integer. So there is going to be some calculation on the screen, which maybe involves square roots or division or something. And I want to know the nearest integer. So if there's any decimal, you need to round it to the nearest integer, nearest whole number. Any questions before I reveal the question? I think we're okay. So I reveal the question in 5 seconds. Time is up. And the correct answer here is 25,707. 25,707.
Okay. So 25,707 was the correct answer. And the first one to send it in was Aryan Shukla. Correct. Well done. Followed by Kalayan Geshev. Also correct. And then Abulashka was just off actually. But also 25,656 is very close. Vandan was correct. Followed by Aryan Gupta, also correct. And just off for Andrei Zivanovic, just off. Kaide was correct. And Radhika was just off with 25,743.
Cool, thank you, Ethan. So that's actually a jump for Vandan. Just make a small change there with the ranking of the scores. So yeah, really good job with the division here to get this to basically 6 significant figures with division by 3-digit number. This is fairly hard. All right, nice. So we're just over halfway to the elimination round, to the elimination points in terms of available marks. The next question is again prime factors. So like I said before, any sensible format for the prime factors is fine. I reveal the question in 3 seconds. Time is up. Correct answer here was 5, 5, 5, 5, 7, and I can't see the rest of my screen, so I can't remember. 41.
It's 5, 5, so sorry, 4 5s at 17 and 41 rather than 17 and 41.
Sorry, maybe I said the wrong thing. Yeah, this is correct.
Okay, well, let me go through the answers as they came in. The first to respond was Kalyan Geshev, who got it right, followed by Abalaska, who also got it right, followed by Aryan Shukla, who also got it right, followed by Van Dan, who also got it right, followed by Andre, who also got it right. Yep, just changed the order. He did 41, then 17. That's correct. Followed by Aryan Gupta, was just off. Followed by Kaide, who was also just off. Followed by Radhika, who was also just off. And yeah, that's everyone.
Yeah, that's everyone. Yeah. Okay, nice. So no change to the score order there. Yeah, these are much harder because you have to divide by the 5 so many times. So a lot of blind work happening here. All right, let's continue. Oh, actually, before we do, one thing I'd like to say, the questions are going to increase in difficulty again now, meaning that the questions are worth 15 points. And there's still the bonus of 4, 2, and 1 for the fastest responses. So, yeah, 5 extra points for the next 5 questions. And the next question is going to be power modulus. So this is the new category that we had in the semi-final. You will have an integer to the power of another integer, and I want the remainder when it's divided by the 3rd integer. Any questions before I reveal this question? I think there are no doubts. So I reveal the question in 5 seconds. Time is up. So there are several cool shortcuts for questions like these. The answer is 12, by the way. Otherwise, this is an incredibly hard question. So I'm curious whether we have any correct answers for question 14.
Okay, well, let me give the answers as they came in. And indeed, a very, very difficult and impressive question, I have to say. Just to observe something to the power of 76 is already incredible. All right, well, so we said the correct answer was 12.
12,
right?
yes.
Yeah. So Aryan Gupta was the first answer, but he answered 16, so he was just off. But then Andre Zivanovic was correct with 12.
Well done, Andre.
So bravo. Abalaska was off. Kaide was off, and then the time had run out, at which point Van Dan was off with 14, but then Kalayan put in a 12, but the time had already run out at that point for Kalayan.
Ah, unlucky, unlucky. So Andre with the only correct answer. Andre, I'm curious, are you able to say anything about your method for this as the only person to solve it correctly? Or maybe you just made a guess. Are you able to say something about your methods?
I don't understand.
It's okay,
Okay,
it's okay.
that's okay.
Probably the English
Yeah,
will be challenging,
but
but
you did.
well done, bravo.
Yeah, you did very well.
Thank you.
So it will be 19 points.
Thank you. Thank you for correcting me there. Yeah, that is 19 points. And this also puts Andre up into 5th place. Okay, very good. Next question is going to be, by the way, oh no, I'll just go straight to the next question. All right. Next question is multiplication. So straightforward, although you can expect that the numbers are going to be very large in this multiplication. Make sure you have enough space on your screen to see the whole question. I reveal the question in 5 seconds. Time is up. So, Eton, I recommend do you want me to leave this on the screen, or do you want to write down the answer so you can compare it easily?
I think leaving this on the screen is a good idea.
I'll leave it on the screen for you, but I will update the scoreboard as you tell me the answers, and then I show the scoreboard afterwards.
Great. I mean, this is, very impressive, 11 digits. That's quite a feat. Just, verifying the answer is already quite challenging. But here we go. I'm going to start. So the first answer was in by Abalashkia, but he was just off, actually, very close. Did get the 98 billion, but then he followed with 416 million. So that was off. And then Aryan Shukla, from what I see here, gave the correct answer. So incredible. Well done, Aryan Shukla.
Well done.
And then Aryan Gupta also gave the correct answer. And then Kalayan Geshev also gave the correct answer. And then Andrei Ivanovich was just off, actually, super close. The first 3 digits were correct. And then Van Dan gave the correct answer. So well done. And then Kaide was just off as well. Very close, very close. And then Radhika, from what I see here, also gave the correct answer. So well done.
All right, nice. I'm just tidying the scoreboard. I'm gonna put, yep. So after the first, After the first 15 questions, these are the scores. So that's points for Aryan, and Kaloyan, and for Vandan and Radhika. What's impressive here is that everyone's scores are, okay, there is a spread, but fairly close to each other. Everyone is answering a bunch of these difficult questions correct. So this is really amazing. No matter your place on the scoreboard, this is a really amazing performance in world standards. This is incredible. And yeah, we also appear to have two people at the top, Aryan and Kaloyan. Quite a big distance between Aryan and Kaloyan, and the third and fourth places. So well done to those so far. Okay, let's move on to the next question, which is going to be sums of squares. Sums of squares. And just to remind you, although I think everybody knows this, to remind you that you need to give the number, not the square. So if the question is 100, then a correct answer would be 8 and 6. 64 and 36, no. It would be 8 and 6.
Sir,
So, yes.
can we give space between numbers or we have to
Yeah.
put comma?
Yeah, a space between the numbers is fine. Space, multiplication, comma, any format that Etan understands is going to be fine. As long as you give the answer, as long as it's the number that would be squared in the answer and you don't give the squares. Any other doubts before I reveal question 16? I remind you, this will be a very challenging question. Your time starts in 4 seconds. Time is up. So very hard question here. There's multiple possible answers. So Etan, for anybody who gives an answer different to what I have on the screen, can you please check the answer, or you can tell me their answer and I will check their answer. Because with the sums of squares, it's guaranteed. There's a formula by Lagrange which says it's guaranteed that there will be an answer, but there is often multiple possible answers. Andre, yes. Andre.
I've got 3086, 25, 1.
This is also correct. No, hang on, 25?
No, so Andre wrote 386, 25, and 11.
25 and 11. Okay.
No. 1 and 1.
Sorry,
Yeah.
and 1 and 1. Thank you, Andre. Sorry, 1 and 1. Sorry, I didn't see the space. Yes, 386, 25, 1 and 1. Thank you, Andre.
Okay, so it's different to that, and I confirm this is a correct answer. So 386, 25, 1, this is another correct answer possible for the question.
Well done. Okay.
And
Well, let me go through the answers in the order that they came in. So the first answer was by Kaloyan Geshev with hold on, I just need to find the chat again, with 386-2377.
386 77.
386-2377.
Is that correct? Oh, sorry, yeah, I can't even read my own question. Yes.
Yes.
So yeah, so Kaloyan correct.
And then Aryan Shukla gave 386-2511
Okay, so the same answer that Andre
as
gave.
correct.
So this is also
Correct.
correct.
And then Andrei Zivanovic was a correct answer with 386-2511. And then Van Dan also gave 386-2511. And then Abalashkia gave a different answer. He gave
I'll check it.
144,400. So it's 144400. And then 4489, 729, 4, and 1.
So that's 14440.
Yeah.
And what was after the 40?
So here, I'm going to just copy paste it for you to see, but I don't think it's correct. But I will put it in to you directly, Daniel, in the chat.
All right, so I'm looking now. Okay. So this is incorrect. I won't check it because
the first number is too big.
Yeah, so for this, it's important to give the number that will be squared and not the square number. And also it's a maximum of 4 numbers that's possible. So for each of these reasons, so maybe the sum is correct, but for each of these reasons, yeah, this is not a valid answer, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
Same rules as for the Junior Mental Calculation World Championship, Mind Sports Olympiad Mental Calculations paper, and the semi-final.
Yeah.
But yeah, well done for finding a solution, but it's not a valid solution for both reasons.
Yeah, well done. So I would like to suggest that at this point we take a 5 or 10 minute break, because I think there's been a lot of intense concentration. I'm sure I know I could go. I could use it for a second. So
you would like a break? Okay. Are these all of the answers? We're finished with the answers. With the
correct. We are. Yes.
Responses. Okay. So Andre jumps up into 4th place, and then so we have a short break, and we join back in 5 minutes. Who's far outside the top 3? So at the moment, I know we've got 2 questions left with up to 38 points, but at the moment, Van Dan is in 3rd place, and 80 points beneath that is 86. So as it stands, we would eliminate everybody outside of the top 4. Of course, I expect that may change in the next couple of questions. And this is ready for the last part of the competition, which will be a race to collect the answers. All right, amazing job so far. These are very difficult questions. Some of these questions much more difficult than in the semi-final, and maybe more difficult than, for many of you, more difficult than you have done in a competition before. So very impressive job from everyone here, really. I think, Etan, are we ready to start with the next question, question 17?
Yes, please. Let's do it. I'm excited to see how it goes.
All right. So we've just had the sum of squares. Next question is an inexact square roots. So the question will tell you how many decimal places to give the answer. It will be more than normal. And you must give your answer to the number of decimal places specified. If you give it to too many decimal places or not enough decimal places, or the decimals are wrong, of course, this is not the correct answer. So there is only one possible answer here that we will accept. Any questions before we start? I'll reveal the question in about 5 seconds. Remember to give your answer to 4 decimal places. Time is up. So the correct decimals here, 33.6452. 33.6452. Etta, do you want me to leave this on the screen?
Actually, no, I can follow that. I've got that. Not too
Okay.
many digits to handle.
All right, then I'll put the whiteboard up. Oh, it's taking a while to share the screen. Okay, I think that's there now.
Okay, well,
All right, how was it?
the first answer was by Aryan Shukla, which was correct at 33.6452. He was then followed by Kaloyan, who was also correct. So our leaders are really neck and neck. And then Abulaskya Aurora was also correct. And then Aryan Gupta was also correct. And then Van Dan was also correct. And then Andre was also correct. And then Radhika was also correct. And then Kaide was also correct. So I have to say,
Amazing.
very impressive to see everybody getting this right.
Yeah, this is the first time we've had asked for so many decimal places, although in some of the competitions like the World Cup, then it's standard to have 8 significant figures. So yeah, very impressed that everybody in the competition was able to get the right answer here. Really, yeah, amazing. And no change with the order, so I keep it that way. And all right, so one question remaining before the elimination phase. This one is going to be a fraction addition. So like always, give your answer as a mixed number in its simplest form. I give the answer in 4 seconds. No, I don't. I give the question in 4 seconds. Time is up. So I'll just reveal the answer straight away. It's 1 and 131 over 168. 1 and 131 over 168. You have the answer, Ethan?
Yep, I'm ready, but you can share the leaderboard as I review the answer here.
All right, this is the dramatic moment now as we finish the second phase of the competition.
Okay, so the first to respond was Aryan Gupta, who got it right with 1 and 131 over 168. Then it was Abhilasha Aurora, also correct. And then it was Aryan Shukla, also correct. And then Vandan, also correct. Kalayan, correct. Andre, correct.
Sorry, I missed them. So after Vandan, it was
Kalayan,
Kaloyan. Yep.
and then Andrei Zivanovic, also correct. And then Kaide was a bit off, just off. And then Radhika was correct.
Radhika was correct. Okay. All right. So we finished the second phase of the competition, and this means that Aryan Shukla continue. You're in first place. Very good job. 171, very close behind Kaloyan Gishev on 166, and Vandan in third place with 146. So those are our current top three. Good job. And then, so everybody who is within 30 points of Vandan also proceeds to the next phase. And that is actually Andrei Zivanovic, Abhilasha, Radhika, Aryan, and Kaide. Then this is the end of the competition for you. So I want to say well done for your performance here, even into the last moments of the second phase. You're getting these really difficult questions right. So it's been really good having you in the competition here.
Yes, I want to second that and just say you've all done an incredible job, and congratulations for making it to the final and to the top 8 in the world. So very well done.
Yeah, and especially so Kaide, I know you were competing last year as well. You're the second time in the final here, and you were also the fastest. You got the highest score in the semi-final last time in 2021. Aryan Gupta, I know you got the silver medal, very close behind Kaloyan in the Junior Mental Calculation World Championship last October. Radhika, you've been competing and getting great scores for many years now. You're one of the most consistent competitors that I've seen competing in a variety of different formats as well. And Abhilasha with the gold medal in October, and also a finalist a year and a half ago at the Mind Sports Olympiad online. All of you have got a great record in mental calculation, and you've extended that today with really good performances in the Mind Sports Olympiad Mental Calculation World Championship in the Grand Prix. So I'm really impressed with you all, as always. And one person I haven't mentioned is Andrei Zivanovic. Your score is 21 away from Vandan's, which means that you're not yet eliminated. Andre, you continue into the last section of the competition, where you will be racing against Vandan, Kaloyan, and Aryan Shukla. So for these questions, only the fastest person gets the full marks, and only the second fastest person gets any other marks. So it becomes very competitive in terms of the time.
Cool. All right. Well, we'll say goodbye. You guys can.
Before we do
yes.
that. So the only people
I think we're just we'll get better footage if we have less webcams, which is why.
Okay, sure. So we'll in that case, okay, go ahead, Ethan.
So we'll say goodbye to the four that made it, but didn't make it to the very final stage. But once again, congratulations, a tremendous job, and you're still scoring points, as Daniel said, even on the last rounds. So very impressive. So well done, and yeah, we hope to see you again.
Just pointing out this, Radhika in 6th place was still more than half of the theoretical maximum. So this is how high scoring the competition has been throughout. And yeah, hope to see you all again. Well, Abhalaksha, Radhika, Aryan, and Kaida, I hope to see you again in another competition, either in person or online. Until then, best wishes from me.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
One in here we're expecting. All right, so well done everyone for getting into the last round, the very last stage of the Mind Sports Olympiad Mental Calculations World Championship Grand Prix. And the rules change at this point. So we've eliminated everybody who is too far from the medals. And each question from now on is, it's not worth quite as many, but only one person is getting the full marks. And second person will get half of the marks. So you might answer the question correctly, but still receive 0 marks. So as well as being accurate, speed is going to be really important here as well.
Okay.
Any questions before we continue with the next question, before we start question 19?
Good luck, everyone.
All right, so question 19, again, nearest integer. So I warn you that this question includes a square root. I used the symbol for a square root. 60 seconds for the question. Your time starts in 3 seconds. Time is up. The correct answer here was 1,126. 1,126. I didn't specify beforehand that the answer needs to be the nearest integer, so with no decimals. Ayrton, do we have any answers with decimals?
Nothing that would be correct. So I'll go over it. It's quite clear.
Okay.
So the first to respond was Kalayan Geshev. I can see the excitement because he knows he got it right. So well done. Yeah, with 11:26. The second was Andrei Zivanovich, but he was just off with 11:20. And then Van Dan had 112.6. So just off, unless they didn't mean to put the 0.6. I don't know.
I wouldn't accept that as a typo, actually, because that's
fair
such
enough.
a mistake there. Yeah.
Okay. And then Aryan Shukla was correct, but it's a bit later. And then Van Dan did type 11:26 right after. So maybe it was a both. So he was still within the time. So I don't know what you want to do with that, because he did one.
So first of all, Arian got it correct, but after Kaloyan.
Yes.
So Arian was second to get it correct, so 6 points there. And I'd like to give the points, but I think because of the type of question, it's possible that 112.6 would be a genuine answer. Then I'm afraid I have to be strict with that one. I'm sorry, Vandan.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you make a typo,
And
then
just to be
do
clear,
put
by
the
the
correct
time he had
answer
put
in.
in, by the time he had put in 1126, Arian had already come in with 1126 before that. anyway.
Okay.
So
Okay, so
one
I-
12.6 came in before Ariane by Vandan, but then by the time Vandan put in the 1126, it was after Ariane writing 1126.
Okay, so I'm not accepting it, but if we did accept it, it would still be 0 points because it's after the seconds.
Yeah.
The correct answer would be seconds, yeah. So for both of those reasons. But yeah, good job. I mean, it's a difficult question to get the right answer to, regardless. So okay. So Kaloyan is now 1 point ahead of Arian Shukla. So very, very tight at the top there. Next question is a prime factors question. So I'm not going to say the rules again because I think you understand. I think you understand these. Time starts in 3 seconds. Time
Okay, well,
is
we've got the 4 answers anyway.
okay.
So,
Are you all too fast? All too fast. Very good.
fast.
And the correct answer, these can be in any order.
Okay, well, let me go in the order that they came in. So Aryan Shukla was first, and it looks like he was right with, let me just, hold on, I'll open the chat window again here.
If you want me to put the answer back on the screen,
It's
just tell
okay,
me.
no, it's all right, it's all right. So Aryan Shukla 2, 3, 7, 13, 13, 43, which I believe is correct. And then Kaloyan also with the same correct answer. And then, Andre gave the right answer, but he was just a little bit slower. And Vandan also gave the right answer, but also just a little bit slower. So
Okay.
only Kaloyan and Aryan there.
Cool. Really good job. Yeah. Correct answers from everybody. The next 2 questions have special rules. So Andre and Kaloyan, if you need to have an adult who speaks English with you to understand the question, now is a good time to have someone who can help you understand the question. The next 2 questions only have a more complicated rule. Question 21, finding the squares. I let you read on the screen first.
I just want to clarify, so people, they don't have to give all the answers together. They can enter them one at a time if they want.
Correct, yeah. So for example, maybe one person gets 3 of them first, another person gets 1 of them first, another
Yeah, so
one
as soon
gives
as you,
them,
yeah, so as soon as you've identified a square, enter it if you want to try and have the best shot to getting those points.
yes, yeah, this is important. So if you think that A is a correct answer, you type A immediately, and hopefully you are the first person to give the answer A. If somebody gives the answer A after you, it doesn't matter because you found it first. And you get those 4 points for question for that. Okay. A couple of comments from me. The squares are going to be large numbers. For this reason, give the letter. Do not type the number because it is slow for you. To make it fast for you, type only the letter. And as Etan said, give each answer separately. So give each answer individually, and this gives you the best chance of being the first person for each letter. If you want to guess, that's up to you, but if you you can only make 4 guesses. If you make more than 4 guesses, then we if you make more than 4 guesses, then we everything after the 4th guess we ignore. Does anybody have any question or doubts before I reveal the square numbers? Okay, then I will reveal the question in 5 seconds. Good luck. Time is up. So the numbers that were squares, I highlight in green. So it's FHMS. The other
Excuse-
numbers, yes, we have a doubt. Everything is okay?
I think Ariane, whoever wants to speak, they're muted. Ariane, did you?
Okay,
No?
everything
Okay.
is okay.
Cool. Everything's okay. Okay, great.
Okay, so Etan, who was the first person to identify F?
Well, actually, let me just go in the order that things came in. Might be a little easier.
Okay, sure, yeah. So F, H, M, and S are the correct answers. Meanwhile, I bring up the scoreboard.
Sure. Okay. So Ariane sent in an S, correct? The first thing he sent in, and then he sent in an M and an H. And then he sent in a C, which was incorrect, but he was the first to send in SMH.
Nice.
And then Andre sent in the F. So he's the first person to grab the F. And right after that, Calayan sent in F, H, M, and S all together. But so it was after, and in the future, Calayan should have sent them in separately. Maybe he would have done better, but he sent them all together.
But in any case, Arian had each of those first.
Yes, and Andre gets the F first.
Yeah, so in any case, even without that, Arian is getting the points.
Yeah, and then Andre
Yeah.
started, he sent in the H after, it was too late, and then Vanden sent in an M after, it was too late.
Okay, so yeah, good job finding these, but only the first person gets the points in each case.
So three to Aryan and 1 to Andre.
Okay, nice. And the ranking stays the same. The ranking stays the same as it was.
I'm very sorry, we didn't quite understood at the beginning that we're supposed to send them separately.
Yes, it's in the end it's okay. It didn't make yeah. But for the next question again, it would be best to send them separately. Okay. The next question again is for maybe Kaloyan and Andre. Maybe you need someone who speaks English to help you with the question. Okay, so just to say some things, this question was also, so Aryan Shukla, you have seen this question in 2021, although of course the question is different. There will be 14 dates. All of them are on the same weekday, but I do not tell you what that weekday is. So find the dates that most of them are, and then give me the letter for each of the days that are on a different day of the week. And it is best to give each answer separately. So each letter separately. And every date gets 6 points. Does anybody have any doubts they want to ask? Okay, then I think we are ready for the question. I will reveal the question in 5 seconds. time is up. So all of the dates here, 11 of them were on a Saturday, except for these ones. The 24th of November 2028 will be on a Friday. In 1927, it will be on a Thursday. And this other date here was a Tuesday. So the answers are A, D, and K. How are the scores, Ethan?
Okay, let me share how the scores came in. So we had, let's see here. Kalian Geshev sent an A in first. He was followed by Vandan with a B, which I believe is incorrect.
Incorrect.
And then Kalian sent in a D and then a K. And then Aryan sent in an A, C, and D. And then
Okay.
Vandan sent in a C.
Okay, so I think, yeah, Kalayan gets all of the points. Because it's only the first person for each question. So yeah, very good, Kalayan. 18 points.
Hold on, just to make sure, hold on, just to review that, to make sure we got that right. So
Yeah,
Kalian sent in, yes, the A and then the D and the K. Yep. And he
so
was
Kalayan was first for A, first for K, and first for D.
yes.
Okay, yeah, then the scores are correct. Also, I need to check one thing. No, everything is fine. Yeah, everything is fine. Okay, the other questions, I think they don't need explanation, so I just continue. So next one is a fraction division. Again, like the other fraction questions, it needs to be as a mixed number if relevant and in its simplest form. I give the question in 5 seconds. Good luck.
Okay, so I have 4 responses in.
Okay, and that's within 40 seconds, so no point in waiting 20 seconds.
Yeah.
The correct answer is this one.
Yep. So Aryan had an incorrect answer. He was the quickest to send something in, but it was incorrect. And then Vandan. Oh, let me just look at the. There we go. And then Vandan sent in the one with a 365 or 544, which I believe is correct.
1 and 365 over 544.
That's correct. So he was the fastest, and he was followed by that's Vandan. He was followed by Kalayan, also correct with 1 365 or 544.
Okay, cool, very nice.
And then Andre was it was just off anyway, a bit after with 1 355 over 534, so a bit off.
Okay, cool, nice. And so that actually means because the drop between Van Dan and Andre is now more than 30, then this is the end of the competition for Andre. You have 4th place. So Andre, you have 4th place in the competition. So the difference between Van Dan and you is now more than 30 points. So you're the next to leave the competition. I want to say amazing performance from you. Well done. Maybe Andre, if you want to have an adult to speak English, if it helps you. If you have an adult who speaks English.
Hello.
I just want to say to Andre's mom, Sonia, you know, and to Andre, congratulations, a tremendous, maybe we can, why don't we stop sharing screen for a minute, just there.
I share this, okay, so just to say, the rule in the elimination stage is that when someone becomes 30 points behind whoever is in 3rd place, then they are eliminated from the competition. And this already happened for Kaida, Aryan, Radhika, and Avalaksha. And Andre is now finishes the competition with 4th place in the world.
Okay,
And
thank
as
you very
Ethan
much.
says,
Hold on, let's stop sharing screen so we can see Andre and
Yeah.
his mom. Yeah, there we go.
I would like to say thank you very much to both of you for the opportunity for Andre to compete. This was a really great opportunity for him to learn something new. So thank you very much and good luck to all the other kids.
yeah,
Thank you.
amazing
Well done.
performance. 4th in the world, Andre. And
Thank you.
Andre, you are 12 years old, is this right?
11.
11 years old. So the
11.
youngest one of the youngest competitors here, and you get the 4th place. So that's really amazing. Well done. I hope to see you again in another
Thank you.
competition soon.
Bravo.
Thank you.
Okay, so you may leave the call
Bye.
now. But well done, Andre. So yeah, only Aryan, Kaloyan, and Van Dan left in the competition. Kaloyan is actually in 1st place, so I'll correct the scores there. And Van Dan, you are almost certainly getting 3rd place. You need to get both of the next questions correct and hope that neither Aryan or Kaloyan can give a correct answer. However, if that doesn't happen, we still keep you in the competition, even for the last question, even if it's sure that you do not get a medal other than bronze. So everyone here, actually, you get a medal. You are guaranteed to get a medal, either bronze, silver, or gold. The only question is, who is getting the gold medal and who is getting the silver and the bronze medals? So well done for reaching it this far. We only have 2 questions left. Question 24, I think we're ready to continue, is going to be a multiplication question. A multiplication question. I can't English. Multiplication. I'll start the timer in 3 seconds.
Okay, we have answers from everyone.
In less than 26 seconds as well. The correct answer here is 174,406.
Okay, well, I'm happy to say that everyone got the correct answer. So the only
Okay, very good.
the only differential here is the speed.
Okay. And so who were the fastest, Ethan?
Okay, well, the fastest was Aryan Shukla, and the second fastest was Kalayan Geshev.
All right.
But Van Dan got the correct answer as well.
Okay, very good job, everyone. Okay, so that means that Van Dan, you're guaranteed the bronze medal. Well done. We keep you in the competition, so you can try and boost your score from 166. And Kaloyan and Aryan, Whoever is fastest for the last question, you get the gold medal. And the other person, you should be very happy with the silver medal.
I just want to say what an exciting, event this is. And, it's incredible that Ariane and Kalayan are tied neck and neck going into the last question. Very exciting. Well done. Whatever happens, you should both be proud. You've both been world champions in the past, and we're about to have a new world champion. So good luck with this last question, and also well done to Van Dan for making it to the top 3.
Yeah, just in case, Ariane and Kalayan, in case you both get the wrong answer or do not answer, then Ariane, you will win based on the semi-final results. But that's, we'll see. So the very last question of the whole World Championship is going to be sum of squares. Sum of squares. You know the rules for this. I'll reveal the question in 5 seconds. Ethan, in case, yeah, please let's wait for the 60 seconds in case there is a typo or something, because the question is more complicated, although it was good that we stopped earlier for the other questions. I'll reveal the question in 4 seconds. Good luck to everybody. And time is up.
Okay.
So again, there are multiple, I should probably show the screen. There are multiple possible answers here. One of them being this. This is one possible answer.
All right. Well, let me
check
go.
them each.
Can we ask? My answer also is correct.
I will
we
share.
will
I will
check.
share.
We will
Kalayan.
check, yes.
463.
We will check, yeah. So Ethem, what were the answers? Starting with the first.
Okay. The first answer was from Kalayan Geshev, and his answer was 130, 44, 6, and 3.
Okay, so I'm checking on the calculator so I don't make a mistake. 130 and
44, 6, and 3.
And I get that to be a correct answer.
Wow.
Very good. Well done, Kalayan. And without checking anything else, this means, Kalayan, you are guaranteed to have the gold medal. So well done to Kalayan. You win the competition. And Ariane, we'll check your answer in a moment, but that is an extremely strong performance in a tight competition with the silver medal. You are practically unbeatable in mental calculation. Kalayan is also practically unbeaten in mental calculation. So this competition was always going to be extremely tight. Before we continue, should we check the other results, Ethem?
Yes, yes.
To complete the scoreboards.
So Ariane had, I believe what you had put on the board, it was 135, 24, 8, and
This is a different one, so I'll check it separately.
sorry.
So 135.
24, 8, and 4.
And so this is different, but the correct answer as well. So well done, Arian. You also have a correct answer for the last question. Very good.
Van
And
Dan put in also an answer, but I don't know if it's correct. It's 136, 13, and 4, and it was later.
136 plus 13.
And 4.
So this is 18,681, and the target was 18,881. So unfortunately, that one's not the correct answer.
Okay.
And that means
I'm
then
just
that-
curious. I would love to, Callahan, I have to say, amazing, very, very quick. I wonder, did he? I'm just curious, Callahan, is this something you already knew? I wonder.
Kaloyan is an expert with sum of squares, actually. It is one of his favorite categories.
So just okay, if we go, let's stop sharing the screen for a sec. I want to ask, want to see everybody. So first of all, congratulations, Callahan.
I
So did you?
train
Yeah.
often. Usually, he usually trains he trains very often, and he thanks you all for the opportunity to participate.
Oh yeah, no, thank you. I mean, it's amazing. Callahan, did you know? Did you know that one by heart, the 18,881, or did you?
No, если говорю этого, продели себя усмехну. Просто переговорите. Среднего. He calculates it right now.
Wow, that was amazing. So fast.
It had some small combinations she knew previously from smaller numbers.
Wow, incredible, incredible. You were lightning fast. Like it was under 10 seconds.
Amazing. So we give you 60 seconds for the question, and you need barely 10 seconds.
Yeah, there was quite a gap. I have to say that was incredible. Well, I want to say, hey, once again, a big thank you to Daniel for organizing. I want to say congratulations, Callahan. That's amazing. Ariane, don't lose heart. Your silver was amazing. You were so close to gold. And Van Dan as well. Like, you took bronze. You all did incredibly well. So, a big congratulations. Does anyone want to say anything before we sign off?
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
I'd like to say something.
Well, again, it's my pleasure. Callahan,
Congratulations to everyone else.
amazing. Oh, sorry, yes?
Congratulations to everyone else.
Thank
You
you.
all did very good job. It was amazing.
Yeah. Kaloyan, you came to London in August and you won in the World Championship then, but it was a smaller event then. This time you win against really the best people in the world. For example, Arian Shukla, Arian, I know you won 3 medals in the World Cup last year in Germany. This doesn't happen by accident. And also in 2021, when you won the World Championship, you won very easily against some very strong people. Your score was very high at the end. I think we finished the competition early because there was no way that anyone can catch up with your score. So well done on a really good performance today. Also, I want to say, Van Dan, your score, you were 7th placed in the semi-final. You were 7th placed in the semi-final, and you managed to come up to 3rd place today, which is really big improvement, showing that you have the capacity for dealing with the really advanced questions. So the difference today was that the questions were a much more challenging level, and you were able to respond to those and answer many of them correctly. So that was very impressive. Well done, Van Dan.
So once again, huge congratulations. I really enjoyed watching.
Congratulations to Kalan. Excellent match. Kalan, well done. And even Mandan and all other 5 finalists who could not make it to top 3. And special thanks to Daniel and Ethan for organizing the event again and making the
Very good.
field of mental calculation exciting and lively. This is a great event and we always enjoy it participating. So probably next year we'll have a bigger participation than what this year was. And final going to the last question proves that how competitive the environment is, and very well done. Means Aryan is a little sad because he is silver medal today, but
No. Aryan is not silver because numbers only go, because the ranks only go to the numbers. Aryan, you are also the champion. We are so proud of you. You have made the country proud. We love you for all the good work that you have done. You've got an amazing line of mental maths in front of you. Yes, we love you for what hard work you do, for all the talent you have. And yes, to Kaloyan, yes, the day is yours today. You are the star. You are the champion. The gold goes to you. But Aryan, don't take it any less. Yes.
and yes.
Your spirit stands stronger than anything else. Yes.
And I want to say, and also a big congratulations to
Kalayan, all the best, and we will soon meet personally somewhere in next competition.
Yes.
and a big congrats to Trends Hall. I just want to say a big congrats to Trends Abacus School, who had 4 people in the final, four competitors in the final. Incredible. So obviously, the caliber of your students is incredible.
Thank you. And congratulations to you and Daniel, sir, for so many emails that you both have been writing, responding so fast. And it's been, you both have been doing an excellent work. I know it takes so much time, energy, and life force to put it into organizing any event and to make sure the event goes well. You both have done an excellent work. So first and foremost, a big round of applause for both the organizers.
Thank you. I want to say a big thank you to Daniel. He's really, he did the heavy lifting. He's amazing. And I think he did an incredible job with the format this year as well.
It's always really fun for me to see how, when I make the questions for these events, how even when I make the questions more difficult, there are still people who are people like from Trends Abacus School and like Kaloyan and Aryan, and today also Andre and Kaida, who are solving these questions sometimes extremely fast. So you're all an inspiration in that way. And also thank you to Rahul, Sunil and your team for organizing today 4 competitors, and also last week even more competitors, and making sure that the event works well on the ground there in Bharat in India.
Yes.
Thank you for the trust and faith in us. Yes, thank you.
Cool. All right.
Happy Holi.
All right.
Happy Holi. A good festival of colors to all of you. Yes, Aryan, play a very vibrant Holi tomorrow. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All the best. Thank you.
All right. Take care for now. Until next time.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you very much. And congratulations.